Hi everyone, I'm Ellen Jaffe Jones and I am a certified personal trainer, certified running coach, 6-time vegan book author, and I am also a fitness instructor in an actual physical gym. Remember those before COVID? They are open again and I love teaching there and I love teaching online. Anything that helps to get you moving. Today we're going to be focused on a little weight training in the chair, so even if you're at work and you don't want to make a big scene, you can still do this. You can start and stop this video and pick it up wherever. I have some toys I like to play with. The kettlebell you can use as a single weight, grabbing it on one side, or use two of these like a barbell weight that I am going to use here. These are 3-pound weights. I suggest you start, if you're new to this, with 1 or 2 or 3 pounds, maybe even just on the side of caution, starting with the 1-pound weights. And you can always work your way up using heavier weights. But you don't need a whole lot to see some really great results. So we are going to start with walking in place, because we never want to stretch or get into a big workout program before we have warmed up. And I'm really always amazed as a runner how much I'll go to like one of our town's training runs and all the runners meet at a certain time and they just head out like a huge pack of animals, which we are. And running is a great pack sport, but it's so important, I've found, because I've been a runner for 41 years, these are fine, that you do some kind of dynamic warm-up before you really get started, and especially before you go all out. All right, so just a little word of caution, do this at your own pace, your own range of motion, whatever works for you. Feel free to modify as you wish, but our goal today is to get our heart rate up, and maybe you have a watch that's helping you do that. Or maybe it's just what we call perceived rate of exertion. If you can't carry on a conversation like I'm doing now, if you're starting to get a little winded and breathless, then back off a little bit, okay? All right, now we're going to keep the weights on just above our knees, never on your knees, and we're gonna walk on our heels like this. Just adding the weight gives you a little more exertion and gets your heart rate up there faster than if you don't use them. But you can do this very same workout without using weights. I actually have another video where I do just that. We will be doing about 1-minute intervals on all of these, but if you need to break it up with a little rest in between, totally fine. Now we're going to go on our toes. And if for some reason you can't be on your toes or your heels, you know, you can just do little motions like this. Just modify to whatever your level of comfort is. If anything hurts or you get a twinge of pain, then just back it off a little bit. Or don't do it, or continue what you were doing that before wasn't causing pain. All good. Next, we're going to go up the chain, as I like to say, just warming up the ankles. You can leave your weights on your thighs, and we're just rotating out for a few seconds and then reversing it toward the inside, sitting up nice and straight. We're getting your core warmed up for what's ahead. Yes, we're going to sneak in a little bit of a core workout here too. Okay, and now we are going to do some arm circles. And again, if you feel any twinges in your shoulders, just back off. So we're going to start with wide and warm arm circles and going in a forward motion. And you can do this at your own speed, your own pace, whatever feels good for you. Sometimes with the weights, you'll want to slow it down, because if you go too fast, that might not feel so good. Anytime your arms come above your head or your heart, you're going to increase your heart rate. And that is the goal for us today, is give you a nice aerobic workout. All right. And just give your shoulders a little rest there. And now we're going to go in reverse with wide arm circles. You can have a little bend in the arm, whatever works good for you. And don't forget to breathe, that all important thing of breathing. They say you're supposed to exhale on the hardest part of an exercise, but sometimes I don't know what that is. It all feels hard, right? So maybe just the motion of coming around, it opens up your lungs, your chest, so that's where you inhale and then you exhale when you come down. Last one. Very good. All right, give your shoulders a little break, wiggle them, and now we are going to do smaller circles like this. You can keep your elbows in. They give you a little bit of support on your side. And again, whatever speed you want to do this at, if you feel any pain, just back off. It's your body's way of saying, ouchie, ouchie, maybe we don't want to do it this hard. So totally whatever works for you. And then reverse. Just making little circles from your elbows down to your hands. All right, we're going to take a little break here, just a quick second or two. Shake out your shoulders. And guess what's next? We are going for a run. Ready? In 3, take a deep breath. 2, and 1. That's about 30 seconds, so we're gonna go up for a little more of a sprint if you want to. If you don't feel like you should, don't do it. But absolutely, if you want to, go for it. Do this for 15 seconds, and then we are going to back off to our slower run right now. So make sure you're sitting up straight. And we are enjoying our little run in the park. Good. Take a break. Some nice deep breaths here. Just stretch your neck if you feel like you need to. All right, next we are going to do gate openers. So keeping your weights just a little bit, 2 or 3 inches above your knees, never on your kneecaps. We're just going to go in and out like this. And again, you can do this at your own speed. Kind of like the abductor machines at the gym. But who needs all that fancy equipment? You can do it just like this. And now let's do some step outs. So this way. Add a kick to this side. Are we having fun yet? Our heart rate should be going up. That chair is creaking like my bones. Good. This time we are going to hold the weights here, center of our chest, and twist to one side and twist to the other, and keep it going. Just slowly twisting, nothing heroic here, but just enjoy this twist. You can drop one of the weights if it's getting to be too much. It's all good. Whatever works. Continue your breathing. You're like a big old sponge, squeezing it out and inhaling it back in. Good. Now we are going to do straddles with our weights turned across our thighs and over that fence. Nice big leaps of faith. Keeping your upper body nice and straight, your core strong. And if you ever feel like you can ramp up the weights, you can, but it's always good to go gradually. There's something called delayed onset muscle soreness that kicks in anywhere from 24 to 72 hours after you've had an intense workout. It's your body's micro tears from the muscle fibers that are doing their job of repairing themselves. Perfectly normal. If anything lasts longer than that, you might want to see a doctor, but hopefully this will not ever get you there. This will keep your body fully functional, but just know that a little bit of soreness afterwards for a few days is perfectly normal. Just give your body time to stretch, relax, and recover. All right. Now we are going to do some fun things like swimming with weights. Have you ever done that? You are now. So we're going to do the crawl forward. You can twist your torso a little bit as you come around on these, and only go as high as your shoulder blades will let you. We talk about doing these workouts at 80% of our maximum capacity or range of motion, whatever that looks like and feels like for you. And give yourself a second or two to rest. Shake out the shoulders, and we are going to do the backstroke now. So going around this way, and with weights you may not go as far back as you might if you didn't have weights. So just respect your body's range of motion. Do what works for you. Just keep pulling it around, keep breathing. And good. And relax. Shake it up. Now we're going to do gate openers with our arms. So elbows at our side, weights in front, and the gate swings open. Hopefully you're starting to sweat a little bit by now. Maybe you have been for a while. Of course, you got to drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated in order to do that. Whether you live in a hot climate or not, sometimes you can sweat just as much in a cold climate. So keep drinking that water. So good for anything that ails you or that will keep you from getting any ailments. So there are a couple great books out there on water, fascinating reads. Things you never knew about water. All right, relax. Shake out the shoulders. This time we're going to go knees to elbows. So you can adjust the weights however they feel comfortable for you. And we're going to our knees with our elbows. crunching the middle. Good. Next, we're going to do mermaids. So that's going to look like this, where we bring the weights in front and crunch up like this. And come back down on one side, crunch up, and over like this. We're going to do these pretty slowly, so we don't throw anything out of whack. Just do this at your own speed, your own pace. But this is so good for your total body workout. You're curling in and crunching up. And now we're going to reverse to the other side. Digging deep down and bringing the weights up and bringing your knees into your chest. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Hope you're working up a sweat. And enjoying the ride. You can do all this from the comfort of your own home and your own desk and chair without ever going to a gym. Gyms are great, but if you can't get to one, these are awesome. Okay, good. Next one, we are going to do kick out in front. So with your weights on your thighs, crossing over. And keep your upper body straight, core tight. Kicking as high as your feet will take you. But you don't have to overdo this too. Just a little kick will do ya. Very good. All right, next we're going to do lawnmowers, so sitting up nice and straight. Remember those old-fashioned lawnmowers? We're going to lean over and reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Keep that tummy tight. Reach and pull. 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 Very good. Now we're going to sit on the very edge of our chair. Don't fall off, but we want to give you enough room so you can get your weights behind you for kickback. So we're going to work those triceps. So keep your elbows into your sides and just have the range of motion be from your elbow down to your hands. And enjoy that kickback, because you are really working those triceps. Very good. All right, next we are going to stir the pot. So that great big bowl of vegetable soup is right in front of you, and you are stirring it for Thanksgiving. A cast of thousands is coming over for dinner, so you have a great big pot that you are stirring, keeping your core nice and tight. You don't have to reach out too far, but just enough that you're getting a little winded. That's all good. And reverse. Just stir up that pot. There could be lots of good things in it that are creating resistance, so you gotta work really hard, and you just happen to forget your immersion blender or your mixer, and you have to do it old school with a couple of ladles. So that's what we're doing. Wonderful. I think it's almost done. All right. I don't know about you, but I am sweating all down my face. I hope you are too, and I hope you've had a good workout. But before we go, we got to do some stretches because I can't let you go without doing stretches, right? All right, so flex your feet, sit on the edge of your chair, sit up straight, put your arms out to the side, interlace your fingers, and stretch, oh, so high. Lean over to the side. Hold it there for a second or two or three. Inhale over to the other side. Second or two or three. Bring your knees in, interlace behind. Sit up nice and straight. Lean over. Exhale. Shh. Let it all go. Let it all go. Release those hands, hug under your knees, under your thighs. Give yourself a nice big hug for coming to this workout today. So important because it's always about showing up. And then put your hands above your knees. Come up like a cat and a cow. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Shh. Inhale, exhale, and then drop your hands to your side. Just be a rag doll. Let those shoulder blades relax. We did a lot of work. Give them some circles and rotate the other way. And then come up slowly. We're going to twist to the back, sit up straight, and then slowly unwind to the other side, sitting up straight, twist, assisting with your hands, and coming back to center. And I've got sweat pouring down my face, so I hope you do too, because that is the sign of a great workout. All right, hands at your side. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale it up, and exhale it down. One more time. Inhale it up and exhale down. Thank you all. I'm Ellen Jaffe Jones. So glad to be here with you in this great chair aerobics workout. Thank you for coming.